TV, DVD box sets. Do you like my TV, DVD box sets? Well, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Oh yeah. Welcome guys, this is Dan from the Rebel Gaming Club, and today we're going over my box set collection for all my TV shows. A lot of you guys know the channel started with just video games, but over the years I've also thrifted music stuff and books and other media forms, but box sets have always been one of those things. It's kind of like third in line. If I don't find any video games, I don't find any music, I resort to box sets. Just because, well, they're fun to collect, they're pretty cheap for the most part. I think 90% of this collection I didn't pay more than $5 for each individual box set. Of late I've been spending a little bit more just because I wanted to kind of flush out the collection and kind of complete some of the series that I didn't have. Maybe I had, 3 or 4 seasons and I needed a few more to complete it. So I've spent a little bit of money, but for the most part, a lot of these just $5. A lot of times I get them for even cheaper than that. And plus, I have buddies out there that have hooked it up in the past too that send them my way. I know a lot of people don't like to collect box sets anymore because, well, they take up a lot of space. That's the first real problem, I guess. And a lot of these you can stream online, so I get it. People don't want to have clutter in their house when they can just stream it, but there's something to be said about having a collection of physical that just looks great on a shelf, and you can kind of pull it down, take a look at it, feel it, throw it in the old DVD player and have a good time with it, So you're seeing the collection so far. There's a lot of odd stuff. That Napoleon Dynamite cartoon took me forever to find. I was really happy when I finally did at the thrift. Wonder Falls is one of those shows that no one talks about. It didn't last very long. I got a lot of cult following type shows in my collection just because that's the stuff that I really enjoy. But I'm pretty all over the place when it comes to the collection. Humor's my number one thing. Usually going for it. I like the comedy stuff. I'm also big on reality shows, as you guys will see here shortly. Got a bunch, just a bunch of really shitty reality shows. I was trying to figure out where that started and when, and I think it was probably Real World, New York. That first season kind of caught me. I love these C-Lab box sets. Those are all sealed too. I had a bunch of loose copies and I traded them off after I found the sealed ones. A lot of this Adult Swim stuff is great. I remember watching it obviously when it was first on, so to find it years later for cheap. Yeah. Simpsons box sets. I know a lot of you guys, if you do collect also, you probably have some Simpsons in your collection. Because, well, they sold a ton of them, really, so they're out there. And for me, it's all about those first 10 seasons, as far as quality goes. And then, if you want to collect the rest, that's fine. But I've noticed after the 10th season, it's kind of hard to find them out in the wild. They don't really show up at the thrift store. I've lucked out and I found like the 20th season. But in general, kind of tough. Yeah, that one. I found that a couple times actually. Futurama stuff is always fun to find. At first that took me forever to find the 4 volumes. Now they sell it in a nice big box set that has like the ship on it and everything else. Which I'd like to have one day, but I'm content with the ones that I have right now. And I think the thing about these box sets is sometimes you don't even realize that they've actually produced box sets. You see the Adventures of Pete and Pete. I have both the first 2 seasons. They have yet to release the 3rd season, which I really would love to have. A lot of these early Nickelodeon shows they're kind of pricey too. Like that Erie, Indiana is like a $50 box set all day. Yeah, just more of the Nickelodeon stuff. Ren and Stimpy. I remember when those box sets were kind of pricey. Now you can get the whole collection for like $15-20. Glick. You guys remember that show? 90210. Crazy. I went out to the thrift today actually, and I was thinking to myself, I only have the first 4 seasons of 90210, but I actually found 5 more. I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I just need the 10th season to complete that set. Kind of cool how that works sometimes. You know, you just kind of put it out there. Think about it. Oh, the Sid and Marty Krofft stuff is so cool. I just barely completed the Land of the Lost series as far as collecting goes. I picked up the 3rd season. Love Impractical Jokers. So to find the first 4 seasons for $1.75 each. Can't beat it. I also like finding the oddball kind of BBC shows. Just because I've half the time you never hear about them, so you see them at the thrift and it's something different. You kind of pick it up, investigate. I enjoy reading and learning about stuff. The Fraggle Rock box set's so awesome, the complete series. I enjoyed Sex and the City. A lot of these shows I've watched when they were on, but the good thing about these, I feel like every 5 years you can kind of revisit. Whereas movies, for me, if I watch a movie once, I'm kind of alright with it. But I feel like there's more longevity with a TV show just because, you know, if you got a short attention span, which lately I have, you know, I can dedicate 45 minutes, but any more than that, I just start to, you know, doze off or my mind goes elsewhere. Mama's Family. I need to find that complete series for that. Love that show. Same with Columbo. The Wire. I gotta watch that. I haven't seen that yet. I watched the first 2 episodes and for some reason just didn't stay with it. Nardwuar. Speed Racer. You can buy this complete series now for like $20, but when I got this years ago, they were a good find. It has that collector's edition car in it. Forever Night. I picked this up years ago and I've yet to watch it. As you can tell, it's about vampires and that's all I know about it. Got a couple of the Wild Boys. I still think I'm missing 1 or 2 of the seasons. Now we're getting into the MTV box sets. I love the Robin Big Show. I snagged those up after Big died. Viva La Bam, that stuff was fun to watch. Like I told you, it's all about that trash reality stuff. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Big fan of Jersey Shore. I watched Life of Ryan. Wow. Riveting stuff right there. CKY stuff is fun. Beavis and Butthead stuff. I love those box sets too with the die cut You slip it out. Alright, so we got Batman. We got the first 2 out of the 4. Live Aid. Got both of those. Those are great box sets if you like music. Dawson's Creek, complete series. I've yet to watch 1 episode. One of my favorite shows, Seinfeld. Got the puffy shirt right there. This is one of those shows I could go back and rewatch, no problem. I feel like I have rewatched multiple times. Alf doesn't really hold up so well. I did try to fire that up the other day. Love the Munsters. All those shows from the 60s. I love it. I love collecting those. You saw I had the Fraggle Rock complete box set, and I got the couple of the individual seasons right there too. Charmed. My buddy John hooked me up with that one. Xena, I'd like to find that whole series. Undeclared, classic. I just barely ordered Freaks and Geeks. Oh, Desperate Housewives. I would love that box set too. That show was great. A lot of people, don't really talk about it or shit on it, but a lot of fun. Love me some Ghost Hunters. I'd like to find all those too. There's quite a few volumes, I do believe. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I put this collection video together because I've been collecting these box sets, I don't know, for 7 years or so. But I haven't really paid attention to them. You just kind of throw them on the shelf and kind of set it and forget it. But pulling them down and actually going through them, that's kind of a pricey box set right there. Yeah, it's like a $70 box set, that peanuts. You just forget that all the stuff that you've found over the years, and so much goodness in all of them. Hours of entertainment. Garfield. Heathcliff doesn't hold up. I tried to watch that, which was a bummer. Oh, I Pity the Fool of Mr. T. Real shitty reality show. Project Runway, American Chopper. See? Look at all this. Oh, Tommy Lee Goes to College. One of my faves. Living with Ed is great. It's a great series. I need season 2. It's cheap. I'll get it someday. Another odd reality show. And who doesn't love the Osbournes? Got all 3 of them. What a fun show, huh? Simple Life. I need to find all those too. It's a shame I only have 1. I've seen them multiple times. I always pass them up just because I don't know which one I have. But now I'm going to remember because of the video. Party Down. Super underrated show. Probably revisit that soon. I'm big on the PBS stuff too. I enjoy the learning while watching as well. I need that complete box set. They have the Little House on the Prairie with the actual house. You pull off the top. A little pricey, but I got my eyes, open. I'm gonna find one of these days. Electric Company, that's still sealed up. Yep, PBS, Frontier House, reality, living in the past. I love it. I think I've seen every type of show like that. Thundercats. Fat Actress, another great show. Country Boys, PBS. This American Life, love the podcast, love the series too. Don't Judge. Faulty Towers, classic. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, that was a day one purchase right there. I spent like $75 on that. Buffy, my buddy John hooked me up with that. One of my favorite box sets I have. Same with the Little Rascals box set right there. He hooked it up with. I got the first 2 volumes of Animaniacs, but unfortunately the 3rd and 4th are the tough ones to find and a bit more pricey. That's something you'll notice too with these box sets. You can always find season 1, maybe season 2. As the seasons progress, that's where it gets a little more expensive. That's a cool one there. The Masters of Horror. Anytime you can find Unsolved Mysteries box sets, that's a win-win, especially when it's on UFOs. Buddy John hooked it up on the Wonder Years. Same with all these SpongeBobs. Man, season 1 of SpongeBob, I've watched countless times. What a wonderful show. Remember when those seasons were really, really expensive. They're not bad anymore. You can find them pretty cheap. $5-10 now. Just picked up that Workaholics. Veronica Mars. That's a show I need to dive into. That's an odd one right there. Some BBC shit right there. Don't know much about it. The Young Ones. One of my absolute faves. That's another BBC show. I love these Muppet Show box sets too. Yeah, those are sexy. Got some Looney Tunes stuff. I feel like they've released a bunch of random collections. That Brady Bunch special edition with the shag carpet. Superman, I had season 1 forever, and now I just found the other seasons to go with it, so I've completed the series. Just pumped on that. Remember watching that as a kid. Partridge Family, on season 3 right now of that. I gotta finish that up. Lancelot Link, very odd one. Pee-wee's Playhouse, classics. I love me some Ken Burns. Civil War is incredible. I need to watch The War. I haven't seen that yet. I still need to watch Country Music. I started the Dust Bowl. I need to finish it. I haven't seen The West either. I've seen Jazz. Great documentary series. Wonder Chosen, season 1 and 2. Such a great show. They're releasing a dual pack very soon. I just found out. I looked on Best Buy's website and saw it. Saved by the Bell. Venture Brothers, never watched it, need to. Mr. Show box set, to find them all together like that was awesome. Love Mr. Show. Extras, Ricky Gervais is wonderful. Curb Your Enthusiasm, I just ordered the complete box set of that. Pumped. Probably one of my top 5 favorites of all time. Degrassi Junior High. Then The Next Generation, which I've yet to really watch. But a lot of people swear by it, so I need to do that real soon. Original Star Trek. Next Generation, which I haven't fucked with much, but I need to. Wonder Woman. Stephen King shit right there. Dead Zone. History of Rock and Roll. Wonderful series. Just pumped on that box set. Mork and Mindy. Good fun. That's an odd BBC find right there. Ultraman, my buddy Septum Sin hooked it up on that one. What else we got? Johnny Carson collection. Digging For the Truth. Some travel blog kind of shit. I can get down with that. Oh, and Mary Hartman. So that's gonna wrap it up. Finding that Mary Hartman box set was awesome. I actually watched the first season. I need to dive back into it, but wonderful, odd stuff. That's my collection so far. I have a bunch that I've purchased in the last couple months that I haven't added to the collection, but I look forward to, you know, showing you in pickup videos. Hopefully you enjoyed, because I enjoy watching these kind of collections. And yeah, if you haven't subbed to the channel, please do so. We pick up all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below what's your favorite DVD box set for TV shows. Give me a little list. Give me a top 5 in the bottom. I'd love to hear it. All right, guys, have a good one. Do what you do, and toodaloo.